Welcome to TrendPlainNews. Today breaking news is foreign payments to Trump firms violate Constitution, suit will claim. Washington, a team of prominent constitutional scholars, Supreme Court litigators and former White House ethics lawyers intends to file a lawsuit Monday morning alleging that President Trump is violating the Constitution by allowing his hotels and other business operations to accept payments from foreign governments. The lawsuit is among a barrage of legal actions against the Trump administration that have been initiated or are being planned by major liberal advocacy organizations. Such suits are among the few outlets they have to challenge the administration, now that Republicans are in control of the government. In the new case, the lawyers argue that a provision in the Constitution, known as the Emoluments Clause, bans payments from foreign powers like the ones to Mr. Trump's companies. They cite fears among the framers of the Constitution that United States officials could be corrupted by gifts or payments. The suit, which will not seek any monetary damages, will ask a federal court in New York to order Mr. Trump to stop taking payments from foreign government entities. Such payments, it says, include those from patrons at Trump hotels and golf courses, loans for his office buildings from certain banks controlled by foreign governments, and leases with tenants like the Abu Dhabi Tourism Office, a government enterprise. The framers of the Constitution were students of history, said Deepak Gupta, one of the lawyers behind the suit, and they understood that one way a republic could fail is if foreign powers could corrupt our elected leaders. The president's son Eric Trump, who is an executive vice president of the Trump Organization, said the company had taken more steps than required by law to avoid legal exposure, such as agreeing to donate any profits collected at Trump-owned hotels that come from foreign government guests to the United States Treasury. This is purely harassment for political gain, and, frankly, I find it very sad, he said in an interview on Sunday. The president's lawyers have argued that the constitutional provision does not apply to fair market payments, such as a standard hotel room bill, and is intended only to prevent federal officials from accepting a special consideration or gift from a foreign power. No one would have thought, when the Constitution was written, that paying your hotel bill was an emolument, one of the lawyers, Sherry Adelin, a partner at Morgan Lewis, said at a news conference this month. The legal team filing the lawsuit includes Lawrence H. Tribe, a Harvard constitutional scholar, Norman L. Eason, an Obama administration ethics lawyer, and Erwin Chemerinsky, the dean of the law school at the University of California, Irvine. Among the others are Richard W. Painter, an ethics counsel in the administration of George W. Bush, Mr. Gupta, a Supreme Court litigator who has 3 cases pending before the court, and Zephyr Teachout, a Fordham University law professor and former congressional candidate who has been studying and writing about the Emoluments Clause for nearly a decade. Ms. Teachout said the one place of potential concern was a nation like China, which rents space at Trump Tower in New York, and is a major lender to an office building in New York that Mr. Trump controls in part. Foreign governments, Ms. Teachout and other ethics experts warn, could rent out rooms in Trump hotels as a way to send a message to the Trump family. If you think other countries are not going to try to leverage relationships with Trump's companies to influence trade or military policy, that is naive, she said. But Andy Gruel, a University of Iowa law school professor, argued in an academic paper published last week that a payment to a hotel owned by the Trump family, like the Trump International Hotel in Washington, would not violate the Emoluments Clause because the money is paid to a corporate entity and not to Mr. Trump directly.